G'day guys, David back here again, and we're going to be doing step 1 of influencer marketing, and that's searching and finding our influencers. Now obviously, depending what niche you're in is going to determine the type of influencers that you're reaching out to. For myself, I'm in the fitness industry, so I've got a myriad of influencers that I can reach out to, and I have a long list of influencers that I've reached out to in the past. So for yourself, first thing that you need to do is actually obviously determine the niche that you're in, which I'm sure you already know, and then at least find one influencer with on Instagram that you'd either like to reach out to, or as a base benchmark for you guys to start looking into and finding others that are associated or friends of or linked to that primary influencer. So first thing we're going to do is actually jump over to the Instaquake software, as I mentioned in the introductory video. This is going to be the automated software that we use to really search and locate these influencers. So the first thing you're going to do is probably pop onto a screen like this. So you actually need to go into your dashboard, and you'll be presented with a screen like this. Now, I've used this once and I've already got a report of 21 influencers that were highly engaged, useful influencers that myself or my team can reach out to. You guys can obviously use the people that you're using. Now, what I'm going to suggest is that you actually go over to Influencer Report, and then you type in that first influence that you've located on Instagram into. So now, for example, I'm going to type in at gtrain _ pro. Now, he's actually one of our influencers that we use here in Australia. So then I'm going to click search. That's fine. Yep. And as you can see, it says report confirmed. And what this actually does, it goes through and it looks at everyone that's associated with that primary influencer. So friends of friends, other highly engaged influencers that may have communicated back and forth with that person. So anyone within that sort of social circle of friends. Okay, let's go over to here. We'll look at the action report. Perfecto. And as you can see here, guys, our primary person here, or primary influencer, and it displays all these other key factors. These are the important things that we really want to look at. We want to see their followers, how many posts they've done, the average likes per post last week, their engagement rate, which is fantastic. And moving down, we can also get their primary point of contact, which is really important for when reaching out to our influencers. So let me break down some of these key points first in these columns that you may see here. Now, followers is important, but it's not as important as you would think it would be. Now, obviously, looking at someone's follower list, it shows that, yes, they've got a lot of followers, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're at top of our priority. And there's a couple of reasons for that as well. And the primary one is that people can buy followers. There's a myriad of software out there that you can buy followers to get that fake following, just so that you have that social proof. But it doesn't really relay back on high engagement. And what we really want to be looking at are things of the engagement rate and obviously average likes per post. That gives us a bit of a breakdown on, okay, well, hey, this person may have a lot of followers, but if you look at their individual posts, it really displays that not really many people are engaging, not really many people are liking their post. And what that means to us is that if we approach them for a shout out, it means that we're not really going to get bang for buck or value for dollar, whatever it may be, when we pay them to repost or give us a shout out on their page. We want to locate the people that have high engagement rates and high average likes per post, because what that means is that when they actually give us a shout out and post our product, our service, or give us that recognition on their page, that means that we're going to get the most exposure as possible for that post that we've paid them for. Now, just because they've got high followers doesn't necessarily mean that they've got a high engagement rate. Now, obviously, you can look at these two top examples here. This followers has got over 200,000 and engagement rate's 2.76. The next one down here has got 203,000. Okay, so a little bit lower, but the engagement rate is almost double. So to me, it makes more sense to reach out for this second influencer. So as you can see there, guys, This is a highly targeted, highly automated, useful software that we can use to get a long list of influencers based off that one initial influencer search that we do. Now, as I mentioned before, then we just come across and we can get their primary email address to reach out to them within this column here, which actually gets pulled through from their bio. Now, if they don't have their email displayed on their bio, and as you can see, there's a few little spots missing there, what we have to do is another method, which what I personally call IGDM, which is Instagram direct message, and we have to actually reach out to them directly through their Instagram accounts with a direct message. So that's our step one with influencer marketing. We've got to basically locate and find these influencers that we want to reach out to, but also we want to understand who's good and who's not really that good when reaching out so that we can get the biggest bang for buck within our influencer marketing. I look forward to seeing you in step two, which we're going to look at actually engaging and reaching out to these influencers. Thank you.